Don't watch this if you love cookies. Don't watch this if you love cookies. Don't watch this if you love cookies. So there's this kid named Mason, 4th grade. Totally normal kid. Except Mason had one problem. He was addicted to cookies. Like, really addicted. His mom started noticing the cookie jar emptying overnight. Every single night. She thought it was the dog, so she set up a camera. What she saw on that camera at 3 a.m., she didn't tell anyone for a week. On the camera, Mason wasn't eating the cookies. He was talking to them, whispering, like he was having a full conversation. And the weirdest part, in the video, you could hear something whispering back. His mom watched it 14 times. She still doesn't know what the cookies were saying. She threw out every cookie in the house. The next morning, Mason wasn't in his bed. They searched everywhere. They finally found him. In the pantry, sitting in the dark, holding an empty cookie box. And when his mom asked what he was doing, Mason said something that made her call the police. He said, "They told me you'd take them away." Comment for part 2. Like if you survived. Sub if you're a Toastie. Part 2. The Cookie Kid. You shouldn't be watching this. So if you missed part 1, Mason was a 4th grader addicted to cookies. His mom caught him on camera at 3 a.m. whispering to them. And something was whispering back. When she found him in the pantry, Mason said, "They told me you'd take them away." His mom froze. She asked him, "Who told you that, Mason?" Mason just pointed at the cookie box. She grabbed the box, looked inside, empty, just like she thought. But when she turned it over, there was writing on the bottom, in crayon, in Mason's handwriting. It said, "Don't let her find us." His mom dropped the box. She asked Mason when he wrote that. Mason said, "I didn't." That night, she locked every cabinet in the kitchen, threw the box in the outside trash, put a chair against Mason's door. At 3 a.m., she heard it, crinkling, coming from the kitchen. She ran downstairs, every cabinet open, and in the middle of the floor was the cookie box from the outside trash. Mason was standing next to it, smiling. Comment for part 3. Like if you survived. Sub if you're a Toastie. Part 3. It gets worse. So Mason's mom found him in the kitchen at 3 a.m., standing next to the cookie box she threw away, smiling. She grabbed Mason, took him to her room, locked the door. He fell asleep in her arms. The next day, she called Mason's grandma, told her everything. Grandma went quiet, real quiet. Then Grandma said something that made her stomach drop. Your dad used to do the same thing when he was Mason's age. His mom had no idea. Her dad died when she was little. Nobody talked about how. Grandma told her, we found him in the pantry, sitting in the dark, holding a cookie box. He kept saying they wanted him to stay. His mom didn't sleep that night. At 3 a.m., Mason's bed was empty. She ran to the pantry. Door was closed. She opened it. Mason was sitting in the dark, holding a cookie box. But this one, she'd never seen before. It was old, faded, the kind they don't make anymore. On the bottom, in faded crayon, it said, Daddy's. Comment for the final part. Like if you survived. Sub if you're a Toastie. final part, the cookie kid. You made it this far. Mason's mom found him in the pantry holding her dead dad's old cookie box. She didn't know how he got it. It was supposed to be in Grandma's attic. She took Mason to a doctor, then a therapist, then a priest. Nobody knew what to do. The therapist asked Mason, "Who are they, Mason?" Mason smiled. "The ones in the cookies." The therapist asked, "What do they want?" Mason said, "They want me to come home." That night, his mom did something different. She baked Mason cookies. From scratch. With love. She gave them to him before bed. "Eat these," she said. "Only these. No more old cookies. No more whispers." Mason ate one, then another, then he started crying. His mom asked what was wrong. Mason said, "They're quiet now." For the first time in months, silence. Mason slept through the night. No 3 a.m. crinkling, no pantry, no whispers. His mom thought it was over. It wasn't. 2 weeks later, she was cleaning Mason's room. Under his bed, she found something. A cookie. Just one. Old, faded. And next to it, in crayon, in Mason's handwriting, "I saved one for you, Mom." She ate it. That was 3 years ago. Mason's mom hasn't been seen since. Mason still eats cookies every night. He says they tell him she's happy now. That's the end of The Cookie Kid. Like if you survived, sub if you're a Toastie, and don't eat the cookies.